Thank you for allowing us to challenge your mind. Sometimes in life, we reach a crossroads, a moment where we have to choose. Do we go or do we stay? Do we move on or do we hold back? Do we speak or do we remain silent? And there is always a question hiding in the back of our mind. What if I had made the other choice? Would my life be different? Is there another version of me in another universe living that other decision right now? This is where the theory of parallel universes appears, a strange idea that says every time you make a decision, the universe splits into two branches, and other versions of you continue in other realities. But is this really possible? Does every choice we make really create a new universe? Or is this just a beautiful illusion, and we only ever have one real path? Let's challenge our mind. Perspective 1. Belief in parallel universes. Every choice creates a new world. Philosophical argument. Free will and all possible outcomes. If the universe has only one path, then free will is almost an illusion. But if for every choice we make, another universe is created, then the choice we did not make also becomes real, and all possible paths of our life are happening somewhere else. In this model, free will becomes completely real and infinite. Logical argument. Why only one universe? If there is infinite space, infinite energy, and infinite time, then it is more logical to say there are infinite versions of us too. In one universe, you are a regular worker or employee. In another universe, you are world famous. In another one, you are struggling with mental illness, lying in a hospital bed. The fine-tuning problem. Why is our universe so precisely set? Our universe is incredibly, almost impossibly tuned for life. The nuclear force, the speed of light, the gravitational constant, the mass of the electron. If any of these were even slightly different, there would be no stars, no planets, no life at all. Why is it so precise? If there are infinite universes, then we are simply in one of the rare universes that just happens to be life-friendly. For many, this is a very logical explanation. Mathematical argument. Infinite possibilities and guaranteed outcomes. Mathematics says, in an infinite space of possibilities, anything that can happen will happen with certainty. So if there are infinite realities, then even the smallest probability creates a universe of its own. The butterfly effect. Every choice sends out a wave. Chaos theory says a tiny change can completely transform the future. If a small decision can change the future of one world, then why couldn't that decision create a completely different future in another branch of reality? If you talk to someone or you don't, if you take a trade or you skip it, if you call someone today or stay silent, each of these can become a different world of you that keeps going without you ever seeing it. The lost life feeling. Other versions of you exist. We all have moments where we think, what if I had done that thing that day? This feeling is a strange kind of intuition, as if another you, in another place, really did make that decision and is living that life right now. Where does this feeling come from? Maybe because that other version of you actually exists. Historical argument. Physicists who believed in other worlds. Some of the great names in physics have talked about multiple universes. Hugh Everett, Max Tegmark, Richard Feynman, Stephen Hawking. In some cosmological models, they have all suggested that the multiverse is one of the most logical explanations for the strange behavior of our universe. When the greatest minds on Earth say, the universe is not single, their words carry weight. Leaking realities. Phenomena with no clear explanation. There are experiences reported by thousands of people. The feeling of déjà vu. Dreams that later happen exactly in real life. Memories of events that never happened in this life. The sense that you know something, but don't know how you know it. Some researchers say these might be information leaks from parallel universes, a brief moment where the border between two realities becomes thin. You exist at different times. Time is not linear. Modern physics says time is not a straight line, it is a fabric. This means, right now, you exist in all moments of your life, in your childhood, in your life 5 years from now, and even in your possible futures. If time is not linear, then you do not have just one path. You have thousands of paths existing at the same time. Each path is a universe. You cannot fully change your future. Convergence points. Have you ever felt that no matter what you do, you still end up in certain situations? As if some events in your life are fixed or inevitable. Why? Maybe because in most parallel universes, you still reach that same point. And that point is a common attractor for all your versions. This is called a convergence point, a point where your worlds meet each other, feeling the presence of another version, the shadow self. Some people say sometimes they feel like there is someone else right next to them, not a spirit, not a ghost, but another version of themselves who, in another universe, chose differently in that same moment. This feeling is like a shadow, as if your other self is breathing in sync with you in the lungs of reality. Glitches in the matrix, errors in reality. There are strange reports told thousands of times. Objects that disappear for a moment, then reappear. A sound that comes from nowhere. Moments where time feels slowed down. Behaviors that seem to break the usual rules of the world. Some scientists say maybe what we call a bug, a glitch, or a hallucination could actually be a small collision between two close universes. When two worlds get very close, the border might vanish for just a few milliseconds. The principle of multiple consciousness. The mind is big enough. Humans only understand about 10% of their brain. The other 90% might be a gate to other versions of you, to lives you never lived here, to futures you could have had, and to pasts that never happened in this universe, but are completely real in another one. Perspective 2. Rejecting parallel universes. Our mental argument, no decision is truly random. We usually think some of our choices are random or by chance, as if for a moment we stand between two paths and pick one with no reason. But the truth is, no decision in our life is purely random. No movement, no choice, no mental direction happens without a cause. Every decision we make is the result of a complex mental algorithm, an algorithm rooted in three things: genetics, life experiences, and our exact physical and emotional state in that specific moment. We do not have conscious access to most of this data, so we feel like our choices are spontaneous. But in reality, our brain, like a giant computer, takes all information from past and present, processes it, and gives us a result, a decision that we only see at the end. Example 1. A decision that looks accidental, but isn't. Imagine a man who feels a bit sick in the morning. His wife tells him, "Don't go to work today." He pauses for a moment, thinks, and decides to go anyway. On the way, he has a car accident. He becomes paralyzed. His life completely changes, and the lives of many others change with him. His family, his co-workers, the other driver in the accident. Everything begins from one decision, a decision that many would call bad luck or a random mistake. But it was not random at all. Why did he go? Because his mental algorithm chose that path. He knew if he stayed home, his work would fall behind. Maybe he was worried about his salary and financial problems. Maybe childhood experiences, fear of falling behind, or people setting him up were triggered in his mind. Maybe his strong sense of responsibility toward his family pushed him forward. Maybe his personality is built in a way that he simply does not skip duty, even when he is unwell. And these are just a few data points out of thousands. If time rewound 1,000 times and he had no knowledge of the future, in all 1,000 runs, he would make the same decision. Because his mental algorithm is the same, his conditions are the same, and no new data is added. There is no point here where a second real path exists. So, no new universe is created, because in each replay, the same choice is made. Example 2. The intuitive choice of a number or color. Now imagine this same person enters a game show where he must choose one number from 10 or one color from 10. He thinks, "I'll go with my feeling. I'll choose by intuition." But this is also a beautiful illusion. His choice is again the result of his algorithm. The colors he loved as a child, numbers that are unconsciously meaningful to him, smells and sounds that activate certain memories, experiences connected to success or failure. And even the little things he saw on the way to the game, license plates, digital clocks, the colors of cars, flowers on the street, the clothes of strangers he passed by, all of these details, even if he is not aware of them, are processed in his unconscious mind, and his brain offers one choice as the best option. If this game is repeated 1,000 times, with exactly the same conditions, he will choose the same number or the same color again and again, not because of luck, but because his mental algorithm is fixed. His choice changes only when his conditions change, but his conditions are also the product of millions of other factors that he cannot simply change at will. So change in decision always requires change in information. This means as long as the data stays the same, the decision stays the same, and there is no such thing as a new universe being created from that choice. Scientific criticism. There is no experimental evidence. Until today, no experiment, no data, no direct observation has ever proven the existence of another universe. Physics says if something cannot be measured, it does not belong to the realm of science. So this theory, because it cannot be tested, is closer to a philosophical story than a scientific fact. Logical criticism. Infinite universes destroy the meaning of choice. If every possible choice is being made in some universe, then what is the value of the choice you make here? In that model, you and I are no longer responsible decision makers. We become machines, generating infinite versions of ourselves. No choice holds a unique meaning. Philosophical criticism. Why should the universe multiply itself? What natural or intelligent reason is there for the universe to create a whole new reality every time someone decides tea or coffee? From a philosophical point of view, this is unnecessary and unreasonable. Occam's razor. Why so many extra universes? Occam's razor says, the simplest explanation that fits the facts is usually the right one. To explain a few strange quantum effects, the multiverse theory says, fine, let's create infinite universes. That's like saying, I can't find the TV remote, so I'm going to buy a brand new apartment instead of first checking under the couch. Quantum interpretation. Multiverse is only one option. Many people present it like quantum physics equals parallel universes, but that is just one interpretation. Other interpretations like the Copenhagen interpretation, Bohmian mechanics, objective collapse models, all explain the same quantum phenomena without needing multiple universes. Just because one model looks cooler doesn't mean it is real. Ethical problem. Responsibility disappears. If, for every choice, there is a universe where you did the opposite, then there is a universe where you are a killer, another where you are a saint, another where you are broke, another where you are a billionaire. If all of them exist, then what is the true weight of the choice you make here? This view crushes ethics, because no matter what you do, there is always another you who did the opposite. In practice, this leads to a kind of behavioral nihilism, psychological explanation for déjà vu and strange memories. Supporters of parallel universes say déjà vu and predictive dreams are signs of other worlds. But psychology and neuroscience say déjà vu is often caused by timing errors in memory processing. The brain briefly mislabels now as already seen. Dreams are mixtures of memories, fears, and hopes. All of these experiences can be explained by one brain in one world without needing other universes. Bringing in parallel universes to explain things that we can already explain here is not logical. Infinite inflation. When everything happens, probability dies. Multiverse models often say, everything that can happen happens in some universe. But if everything happens somewhere, then probability and prediction lose meaning. There is a universe where you are watching this video, a universe where you are not, a universe where the internet never existed. If all outcomes are real in some branch, then nothing is truly special here. Fine-tuning can be explained with only one universe. Supporters say, because the universe is so finely tuned, there must be infinite universes, and we are just in one that works. But critics respond, There are at least two other possibilities, without multiple universes. 1. We are just in a rare universe, like winning a very unlikely lottery. Strange, but not impossible. 2. Or there is a deeper law or design behind reality that we do not yet understand. So we don't have to create infinite universes every time we face a difficult question. Multiverse becoming a kind of modern belief. For many people, the multiverse is slowly becoming a new kind of spiritual belief. Because it requires more faith than data. It gives a sense of meaning. Other versions of me exist, somewhere. It is emotionally comforting. In another universe, I succeeded. In practice, for many minds, it becomes a kind of modern faith rather than a scientific conclusion. Our decisions are not like flipping a coin, even if they feel like that. Most of the time, they are the result of a massive computation deep inside our mind. So when we say, if I had chosen differently, a new universe would have been created, often this is just a misunderstanding, coming from our lack of full awareness about how our own mind works. In a world where the data has not changed, there is no other real path, and no other universe being born from that choice. Now it's your turn. Do you think, with every choice we make, a new universe is created? Or are these just beautiful theories and mental games completely disconnected from reality? Your perspective might push many people into deeper thought. Share your view in the comments. Tell us which side feels closer to the truth. And if this question stayed in your mind after the video, a like and a subscribe can help us create more questions to challenge your reality. And remember, don't fear thinking. Fear the thoughts that take root in silence.